Good morning, viewer. Welcome to War for TV. Here's the breaking news. Yes, Highland Park shooting. Man arrested after 4th July mass shooting. US police have arrested a suspect after 6 people were killed in a shooting attack on an Independence Day parade in Highland Park, Illinois. Robert E. Cramo, 22, was detained after a brief chase police pursuit. The gunman climbed onto a roof, shooting randomly at spectators using a high-powered rifle. It is the latest mass shooting to hit the US. There has been one in every week in and of 2022. President Joe Biden said he has shocked by the violence. Mr. Crimo was detained after a manhunt. He was referred to as a person of interest in Monday's shooting, but after his arrest, police said they believed he was responsible. The gunman began firing at members of the public from the rooftops of its shop at around 10:15 local time, that is called 15:15 GMT, just few minutes after the parade began. What should have been a day of celebration quickly turned to panic, with pushchairs, purses, and lawn chairs abandoned as crowds fled from the scene. Some witnesses said they thought the sound of gunfire was fireworks or a car backfiring. One man who was having breakfast at a nearby Starbucks when the shooting happened told the reporter that 30 people came running into the coffee shop looking for cover, but they all had to be evacuated because they thought the gunman was trying to get in through the back door. 5 adults were killed at the scene and one died later in hospital. At least 2 dozen others were injured. One of those who died has been named as Nicolas Toledo, a man in his late 70s who was only there because he requires full-time care and his family did not want to miss the event. What was supposed to be a fun family day turned into a horrific nightmare for us all. His granddaughter Josil Toldo wrote on GoFundMe, "As a family, we are broken and numb. Our condolences go out to all the other families who lost a loved one day today." Another victim of the shooting has been named as Jackie Sandehim, who was described by her local synagogue as a beloved member who taught the worship there. There are no words sufficient to express the depth of our grief for Jackie's death and sympathy for her family and loved ones. A statement by North Shore Congregation Israel Synagogue saying, "No charges have been filed against Mr. Crimo and there is no indication of any motive." Social media firms suspended accounts apparently belonging to Mr. Crimo, who posted rap videos under an alias as well as videos depicting shootings, gun violence, and other violent themes. He also posted pictures of himself draped in a Donald Trump flag and a video of him greeting Mr. Trump's motorcade at an airport. The attack in Highland Park comes just a month after deadly shootings in Uvalde, Texas and Buffalo, New York. The Gun Violence Archive, a group tracking gun violence incidents across the US, says there have been almost 250 mass shootings in 2022 alone, defining this as incidents where at least 4 people are shot. Illinois Governor J. Robert Pritzker warned that mass shootings were becoming an American tradition. There are going to be people who are going to say that today is not the day, that now is not the time to talk about the guns. I am telling you, there is no better day and no better time than right here and right now, the Democratic governor said. President Biden vowed to keep fighting the epidemic of gun violence in the country. "I am not going to give up," he said, speaking outside the White House in Washington. Last week, the president signed the first significant federal bill on gun safety in nearly 30 years. It imposes tougher checks on young buyers and encourages states to remove guns from people considered a threat. But critics say the measures don't go far enough. Behind the report for Shakti.